This morning on Daybreak, authorities in Springfield are searching for two people wanted in connection to a stolen truck.
And one church's fireworks stand was robbed earlier this week. Find out what happened and the impact it's leaving on the church.
Plus, road signs made right here in Greene County. Find out how and what the taxpayer cost is for replacing them this morning here on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Wednesday, July 3rd. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano as we get set to move on this hump day, or for a lot of people there, Friday. Not bad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a quick week, Friday. That's a good way to put it. I woke up feeling a little bit itchy, and I realized I think I have a chigger bite from the girlfriend getaway still. Elisa and I were talking about it while we were getting ready.
Oh, boy.
And I want to know from our viewers at home if there's an old wives' tale that they were telling us about on the trip, that if you put clear nail polish on it, it will suffocate the chigger and get rid of the bite. And I've had it for 2 weeks, so I need to know, is that real?
Yeah, please weigh in. Let us know, because I have no knowledge for you
I can't believe Elisa's with us this morning, too. You don't have any chigger bites, right?
I've never even heard of this. It was funny because they were explaining it to me, and they were like, welcome to Missouri.
Yeah.
And I had never even heard of it. And I asked them, I was like, well, how do I know if I have this? And the guys were like, oh, you would know.
Okay.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
All right, well, do you know? I assume you know.
I think I know.
Yeah.
All right. We'll have Lauren take care of that in a minute. But first, Elisa's going to take care of our weather this morning, right?
Yeah, much of the same again this morning. Pretty warm and humid. We do have some mostly clear skies across Springfield with just a couple of clouds, but we are tracking a couple of storms that are back to the west in parts of Kansas and Oklahoma, and you can see these storms are swirling there with some locally heavy rain. These could get into the Ozarks this morning. It is on a weakening trend, so we might have a couple of these spotty showers get in there by the mid-morning hours. Otherwise, it's 72 degrees in Springfield, 71 in West Plains, and 71 in Mountain Home. Dew points are up near 70 again, so again, it's a very humid, warm start out there this morning. Just feeling oppressive out there on the muggy meter. Dry roads for the most part. A couple of spotty showers and storms by lunchtime and that evening commute, but I do think that they'll be spotty. At the pool, a few clouds and a couple of storms possible this afternoon and into the late evening hours, with temperatures up in the upper 80s. So again, warm and humid again with that spotty storm chance. More details on that 4th of July forecast. We do that in 10 minutes.
We begin with a developing story. Springfield police continue to look for a man and woman who stole a truck last night. One man is already in custody. There was a large police presence in downtown Springfield after police say a truck was stolen at a downtown parking garage around 7:30 last night. After a short pursuit, the driver hit a patrol car at Madison and South Streets. No injuries. The suspects then drove the wrong way on Campbell and stopped near Madison. All three ran away on foot.
Nobody was in jeopardy. There was no injuries to any officers or any citizens at all. It's a property damage, but it's an intentional assault on a police officer. So we take that pretty seriously. Obviously, the vehicle's stolen, and we're going to find out who the other two people are.
And if you drove past there, you might have noticed a large perimeter to the south of the area was set up, stretching for several blocks. K-9 units were also brought in to help search for the two remaining suspects.
Putting crime into focus for you now. A man was arrested yesterday after allegedly shooting at a vehicle in Hawthorne Park. Police say he fled and hid inside a house on South Grant. Nobody was hurt during that shooting. And a lawsuit over enforcing ticket quotas filed by Missouri Attorney General Eric Schmidt against the city of Diamond has been settled. Diamond city leaders like the mayor, board of aldermen, and police chief will have to undergo mandatory training to stop this practice. Also, as part of the settlement, the city acknowledged it did engage in enforcing ticket quotas.
We have some more local news to bring you. A youth group at a church in Aurora may not be getting as much funding now after the church's fireworks stand was robbed earlier this week. Color 10 visited the fireworks stand put on by Engaged Church. Church members who run the tent said early Monday morning someone stole thousands of dollars worth of fireworks. They're very upset because all the proceeds were going to the church's youth group.
We felt very violated because somebody came into our tent where we're trying to do good and took from the kids. So that was really hard.
Now, they said they just want the fireworks back and that if that happens, they will not press charges.
A man from Carl Junction has died from an apparent drowning. 53-year-old Jason Baker was found in the water about a mile west of the 43 boat access on Center Creek yesterday evening. Authorities say foul play is not suspected right now, though this investigation is ongoing.
And around the Ozarks this morning, the crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border is drawing a reaction in northwest Arkansas. More than 50 people demanded change outside of Senator Tom Cotton's office in Springdale yesterday. Many of the protesters are Jewish, comparing the facilities to concentration camps that once housed Jews during the Holocaust. They're asking local and state lawmakers to take action. Former professor and activist Gwen Gertz is one of those protesters.
What we're doing here is exactly the same thing that what Germany was doing in the 1930s and the 1940s. So I'm here for a very simple reason, nothing complicated. I do not want my country to have concentration camps. I cannot be any more explicit than that. That's pretty obscene.
Gertz has put in a personal request to speak to Cotton and hopefully gain his support on the movement. Senator Tom Cotton, though, declined comment on the protest.
Online shopping in Arkansas has gotten a little more expensive as a new law applies sales tax to more out-of-state retailers when certain conditions are met. If a retailer makes $100,000 in sales over a year or hits a certain number of transactions, it'll now be required to charge sales tax on items. The change is looked at as potentially bringing in millions in revenue for the state. Last week, we reported on damaged road signs in Greene County and the hundreds of dollars it takes to repair and replace them.
Our Hannah Zettel joins us this morning with how those signs are made, and it might surprise you that happens right here in Springfield. Hannah?
Well, that's right, guys. Before now, I didn't know that road signs were made here. The average person probably doesn't. I always thought that they were made by MoDOT in Jefferson City or something like that, but that's not the case for Greene County. Take a look at how all the signs you see got their start right here at the Sign Center.
But yeah, we'll get calls all the time. They'll write it down and I'll make it up for them.
20,000 road signs are spread across Greene County.
We try to lay eyes on signs, at least every sign every 2 weeks.
Each one made and maintained by the County Highway Department.
We do road signs, speed limit signs, all the warning signs. Our warning signs are yellow face signs. They always get priority.
Leroy Gott monitors what signs need to be replaced.
Like Leroy said, our red face signs, we got to get those up immediately. So
and Justin Keith makes them.
Stop signs. It'll go onto a retroreflective background. That way it'll be able to reflect through.
Crews inspect the quality and reflectivity of signs, each one expected to last a decade.
A lot of times our warning signs and stuff, they won't make the 10-year because people shoot holes in them or they take them for their walls.
Orders for $100 replacement signs are placed due to damage, vandalism, and theft.
Yeah, it's just more taxpayer money that we got to spend because we can't reuse that sign.
But stolen signs can cost more than cash.
And those get took a lot, and that's a bad thing.
Missing signs even delaying emergency services when they're needed the most.
We get some calls where somebody will have an emergency over the weekend, and they're like, well, the sign's been stolen or the sign's gone and they couldn't find our address. So that's a problem. You go take.
The Greene County Highway Department also operates a sign recycling program where signs can be refaced for only $15 compared to that $100 price tag for brand new road signs. But they can only be salvaged if they don't have physical damage like bullet holes.
All right, Hannah Zettel, thank you for that. Still ahead this morning, a longtime executive in the car industry has passed away.
And we also know what Elon Musk's electric car is selling for in your Money Watch coming up.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.